All right, everyone, welcome back to the midweek market wrap up with myself. I'm Michael Nauss, chartered market technician and quantitative trader. So, if you're new to the channel, essentially what we do every Wednesday is we go over what's happened so far this week in the market, try to figure out what's going to happen at the end of the market, and this culminates with a live stream that I moved, used to be on Sunday, but we're going to try to do it Friday right after the market closes. So if you're interested in that, if you're interested in more of this kind of content, if you're interested in any of the tools that you see me use today, links in the description below. You can sign up for my email list, and I will email you the day before I go live with where it will be and what timing and that kind of thing. But I got a lot of complaints doing it Sunday night and competing with football. So I'm going to move it till Friday, right after the market closes. We're going to go live for an hour or two, somewhere in that area, talk about what happened in the markets, wrap that all up, get it done by Friday. The benefit to that, too, is if you can't make it then, that turns into a video that goes live on the channel, and you have all weekend to check it out if that interests you. So without further ado, let's see what happened so far in the market. So starting with Bitcoin. This blue line right here is the anchor VWAP from kind of the crash lows right here. We're coming up to test that now. Now, if we zoom out, we're still in this overall massive base. So for me, first, I need to see this anchored VWAP taken and some, kind of area done below that. If we start to push higher from there, maybe I'll try to buy some, playing off this support. But, it's really hard for me to get excited here just because this thing's in a downtrend and then it's basing at the bottom of a downtrend. Aussie yen. Right here, you can see this highlighted resistance area has been a big level for a long period of time. We're slowly and kind of choppily and painfully rising up to meet that level right there. If this starts to turn into resistance and we start to coil back down, I'm going to short using this area as a resistance zone. See if I can get a kind of a push back down from here. But again, just playing this massive level that kind of is pretty obvious to see. Same thing on the reverse on euro pound, where we've had, if you zoom back on this chart, you got to go back a long way, but this is a huge level in this chart. We've pulled back to it. We're kind of sitting at support, bounced off it, and now we may be putting in a higher low at that area. So if we start to move up from here, I think this is a good level on euro pound to play off of. Now in the equity markets, this line here is the anchored VWAP from this high. So this is where the average market participants are right from this high right here. And you can see we're struggling right there. I put this note on a few days ago that it might slow us down if we get to it. We got to it, and now it's just kind of struggling with that zone. So if this thing kind of pulls back, doesn't mean it's the end of the rally. It just might be a little pullback before continuation higher. I think a perfect world, we chop sideways for a few days and then we break out. We just build up a little bit of energy. Keep in mind, I believe FOMC is next week. So the closer we get to that, when we get to Friday and then, Monday, Tuesday next week, expect a lot of choppiness because everybody's kind of looking to see what the Fed will do, like everything this year, right? I guarantee you the Fed's not always this important because usually they're not doing anything. But this year is very important with all the rate hikes and that kind of stuff. So other things going on in the market, we see some good strength in uranium. That's my note. I know my face cuts off part of it, but there's just a big area. Anytime you see these shaded areas on my charts, they're just areas of support and resistance. So this is a big area of support here on uranium with some good relative strength today. So the market, you notice, closed a little bit lower, but it was kind of an inside day. This one broke out and made new highs today. So on a short-term basis, some good relative strength here on uranium. So some individual names that I'm interested in is this ROVI. It's some sort of bioscience or whatever, but just a massive rounded bottom here with this $5 area. You can see the shaded area. Massive level. So if we can get over 5, I'm interested in that one. Other one here is LW. It had this high right here that it broke out of, and now it's just kind of chopping around on that high. So if this thing can move higher around 85, interested in that one as well. Last but not least, APLS. Now, earnings is coming up on this name, so I have to be a little bit careful here. But this APLS broke out of this area here, came back and touched it and put in like this triple bottom. So I'm looking for a push off that over 60. I'm interested in that there. So Once again, check out statsedgetrading.com for more of this kind of content. Sign up for my email list, get notified of my live stream, and all of that stuff. Thank you guys for coming by, and I will talk to you later.